everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Unapologetic Mocha, and on this channel we talk about all things crochet and craft. And today I am back with another yarn review. I was at Joann's and they were having the Black Friday sale, so I stopped in to see, if there was anything that they had that was new, or at least new to me. And I grabbed some Lion Brand Basic Stitch anti-pilling. It's 100% acrylic. It's very soft, very squishy, but a quiet squish. Can't really hear it, which is very cool. And this ball is 100 grams, 185 yards, or 170 meters. And it is a medium weight, so it's a 4, and it calls for a 5mm hook. It's really soft, and I'm discovering, because I've only recently really been messing with anti-pilling acrylics, and they all tend to be on the softer side than like the regular acrylic that you would normally deal with. So I'm liking that aspect of it. So I believe this was, I want to say it was $4 a ball, but don't quote me on that because it was on sale. So I don't know what it might be going for now. But I don't remember the regular price being that outrageous. So there's that. But yeah, I think this is really nice so far. It feels nice. It feels squishy. It's soft. Definitely goes against your skin. Feels good. So let's see if we can get a center pull out of this. I haven't had much luck with center pulls lately. And I have a feeling my streak is still alive. Yeah, no, I don't even want to try with this. So I'm just going to take the outside and run with it, because I'm not trying to deal with a whole bunch of yarn barf. I'm going to carefully take the band off. And it calls for a 5, but I crochet tight, so I'm going to use a 5.5. Got my trusty one that says I'm gonna figure this out. Addy 5.5mm. And I got this in 2 other colors. So here's the color is called Silver Heather, but I also have it in this, which is Fairview. Nice pretty blues and grays and white. And I have it in this pretty blue, which is called Steel Blue. Now, obviously you can see that I've used these 2 skeins because they're obviously, used. And that's back to what I was saying about having problems with center pulls. Yeah, neither of those pulled properly. So I have these mini cakes of them that I've been using. So I'm going to put this one aside for now, because I'm not using it in what I'm working on right now. And this is what I've been working on. Partially just trying to get a feel for the yarn, partially for something I have coming up on the channel later that some of you will probably figure out if you look at this. I'm gonna be using this for the tutorial that's coming later, because I don't really like how Anyway, I'm really just showing you this because I want to try out this yarn, and this is a good way for me to try it out. All that to say, just let's try out the yarn. So, um, so obviously I've worked. No, are we being uncooperative? Obviously I've worked with this yarn already in the other two colors. I just haven't worked with it in this particular heather color, and I'm liking it. It's like I said, it's soft and it works up nicely. I'm just having a hard time getting it started because I have a hard time starting this and talking at the same time. So let me just for a second. Bear with me. There we go. Okay. I'm liking working with it because it feels good. It feels good in my hand. And y'all know how I feel about yarn that doesn't feel good in my hand when I'm working with it. I won't work with it. I mean, full stop. So, it's gotta feel good because I never want crocheting to feel like a chore, as I've said. As soon as it starts feeling like a chore, I don't want to do it anymore. And really, I probably should have started. Time out, guys. Because you guys are seeing me in my space cadet, full space cadet mode. Because that was not the color I needed to start with. I have to start with this one. So you're getting a review, just not quite the review I was expecting you to get, but that's okay. Because I'm still using the same yarn and I'm still reviewing it, just not the heather. I'm using the blue right now. But I like how it crochets. It glides on the hook. It glides over my fingers, which is important to me. Very, very important. Because the yarn that I can't get to glide over my hand, if I have to lotion up repeatedly to use it, I'm not going to be bothered using it. It's one of the reasons why I very rarely crochet with linen. It dries out my hands to like ridiculous levels. Okay, now we'll choose the gray. Yep. It's a very nice yarn. I had a good experience crocheting with the blue and that variegated too, so this is nice. It's gliding over my hand as well. It's gliding over the hook perfectly well. Perfectly good. It's gliding over the hook. Ooh, yeah, my grammar is all great. Yeah, I'm low-key demonstrating the gingham stitch here. This is not the tutorial for the gingham stitch, so don't be dismayed. I have a full tutorial coming out of it. I'm just practicing and choosing colors right now. And I figured that since I was choosing colors and using this yarn to do it, I would review the yarn at the same time. Because I just like to multitask like that. So, how is your holiday season going? How is the shopping going? I'm getting there. It's a little slow going right now because, well, I'm trying to get people to tell me what they want. And the only one that's really told me what they want is the kid. The little kid. I know exactly what she wants. She has a list. What am I doing? A big old list. So, her, I know what she wants. The rest, they're kind of like, oh, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. Or I get the, I want money. Oh, okay, but I don't mind giving money as a present, but I also think that people should have things to open as well. I'm also trying to do a couple of like good deed like things for people, kind of like be the blessing kind of things, and that's been fun. We're planning something kind of big with my friends and I are planning something kind of big for somebody. So I'm all excited about working on that too. Um, I'll probably talk about that on my live eventually. Maybe not. I don't know because I also don't really feel the need to like brag about this is the good deed I did for somebody, because personally I think that if you do a good deed, you should do it not for the notoriety, but just because it was needed filled. So I may or may not talk about it because, like I said, I don't think you should like brag about stuff like that. Because if you're bragging about it, then you're doing it for all the wrong reasons. But then on the flip side, I also have the whole, you know, sometimes even if you do a good deed for nefarious reasons, it's still a good deed. Something, a need was still filled. So I don't know. I always on the fence with that. But personally, I don't really need to talk about the things I do for people. You know, they know what I did for them, and I know what they did for them. The universe knows what I did, and that's really all that matters. The rest of the world doesn't really need to know. Anyway, that was probably more rambling that you didn't really need to hear, and probably don't care about. But I had to talk about something while I was crocheting. I'll do another pass across. But I'm liking the yarn. Okay, sorry guys. I had some technical difficulties that I didn't realize. And as you can see, I've made some progress on this. Take that hook out. I like the yarn. I'm going to go ahead and finish this row. And then I'll give a final comment about this. Like I said, or was saying, I believe, it's good to find a nice quality acrylic because, you know, as much as I love my high-end yarns, my merino wools and my bamboo and my cotton and even some of my vegan yarns, sometimes, you know, you need a good acrylic, especially if you are somebody that makes and sells, that isn't going to drive your price point up through the roof. And let's be real, as much as I love my high-end yarns, if I was a full-on, full-time maker seller, I would probably have a hard time selling a lot of stuff, especially like in my local market, because even though I understand the quality of the wool, and there are people that do understand it, it just drives the price point up to a point where people are like, well, I could buy something similar at Walmart. And although we all know that handmade definitely is way better than Walmart or big box, you can't really argue with the logic because people will pay what they're willing to pay. And if they're not willing to pay the higher price point for the higher quality yarn, then, you know, you're going to have to find your market someplace else. Which, don't get me wrong, there's a market out there for everything. But if you're just trying to, like, stick local, then that could be a problem. So finding a good quality, high-end acrylic at a decent price point is awesome. And with this, you find that. Okay, so in case it wasn't clear, I really do like this yarn. It's soft. It works up well. It has some really good stitch definition. And this is looking kind of rough because I'm just literally was just practicing with this. But it has some really good why can't I say that? Stitch definition. Definitely usable for pretty much anything you'd want to make. And it's machine washable. You can actually tumble it dry on low heat, I believe. Wait, before I say that, let me check to make sure. I'm almost positive I read that. Let's look at machine washable and dryable. So yes. So yeah, this is a very good acrylic at a decent price point for those of you who want to make and sell, or you want to make a lot, but need to keep an eye on that pocketbook. Which, trust me, I understand. This would be a good option for you. And with that, I am going to go. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and hit the dislike button. A view's a view. You got this far, thank you. And if you haven't already subscribed and you feel like you'd like to, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you'll know when I upload my videos. And don't forget, man, I'm really losing it right now. I need to go to bed. I go live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's basically just a chat about all things crochet and crafts and life and whatever comes up. And during the month of December, along with my chats, I'm doing extra videos, and I have some extra lives and some collaborations coming up. My camera does not want to focus, so stick around for that. And you definitely want to be subscribed and have that bell icon clicked so that you'll know when all those special videos go up. And with that, I am going to head on out of here. So thanks for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.